Hey, y'all, this is Big Country. Thanks for joining us once again this week. Coming at you with my boys,
The Chef,
Madman,
Twiggy,
and Tot.
Thanks for joining us for another week of Brodown.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Twiggy here. We got Valentine's Day coming up. It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Fuck, shit. Holy crap.
being a
Welcome to the very first Valentine's Day Brodown special.
Valentine's. I'm single as a fucking Pringle, so I mean, what's good?
Cricket in the background.
Chirp, chirp.
Can we add that effect in there?
Chirp, chirp. I'll try my best to add it in post-production.
Dude,
That makes me even more sad than I already am, so thank you guys.
yeah, no problem.
You're welcome.
You know what, though, dude? Valentine's Day kind of sucks, man.
For a guy,
Yeah.
for a guy,
Any
Valentine's
girl
Day
will be able to
sucks.
get a date.
No,
Women love this shit.
But the reason I say it, though, is because as guys, we're like destined to fail at this one. You're either single and you don't have anyone to spend with on Valentine's Day and you have to see everyone all out lovey-dovey,
Lovey-dovey.
or you have someone and you have to make it perfect. You know, you have to do it right. But like all the decent restaurants have like 12-hour wait times and they expect 3,000 roses and chocolate.
Biggest giant fucking teddy
But
bear
don't you
can
dare!
find.
But don't you dare buy that fucking dollar store chocolate.
Yeah, they like know the difference. Look at the packaging on this box.
Could be like a fucking Hershey bar. You bought this from the dollar store, didn't you? Like, no, I got it from Walmart.
you didn't put any effort into this whatsoever, did you? Well, damn, Sharon, I worked 12 hours
Just to buy this, okay?
I'm like, you know, while you sit on your ass complaining about that chocolate, I had to work to buy that chocolate.
Y'all ever like try to make a homemade gift?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
I would mess
I
that up
tried
so bad.
I tried it one time and I failed so bad that I literally like didn't have a present for her. I was like,
I did in school. I tried to make some a card, and then I walked down into the trash can.
Poor baby.
Dude.
Poor baby.
I think that's what we should go back to, is everyone just making Valentine's cards for everyone. That way
Yeah.
no one
Bro,
feels
I
left
focused-
out.
Nobody feels
I
left out.
focused so hard in coloring in the lines, dude, for it to get thrown in the trash.
And I stood up to say that.
I thought you were still sitting down, to be
Yeah,
fair.
I didn't see much of a height
there wasn't a
difference.
height difference in that. So.
But yeah, dude, like you're bound to fail on Valentine's Day, man. It's like you got so many opportunities to fuck up, but you've only got like one way to do it right. But if you do it right,
I just
you
Yeah.
get laid. Ah.
most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
You get that small percentage that's just like, I'm not feeling it. Fuck around.
I have a headache.
I spent like a whole $12 on this shit. And I'm
You-
not gonna
For
get
you not to
anything?
give me
Hey,
anything back.
You bought me too much chocolate.
I'm not even gonna get like any over the pants shit. Like,
I feel bloated.
Yeah, that's exactly the one. Valentine's Day.
But no,
man.
like, I don't think there's a holiday out there that like is for guys to like love, because women, Valentine's Day rolls around.
Hunting season.
The majority of women, they're like, oh my god, I love Valentine's Day. Like guys, we're just like, I mean, we get Father's Day, but none of us are fathers. So,
Fair enough. Not
but
that
I
we
mean,
know of.
But on the flip side, there's Mother's Day too. So the women are already one upping us there. Like,
4th of July, maybe?
no, that's America's Day, man.
And who
But women,
fought for America?
women like 4th of
Shut
July
up.
too. It's
Yeah,
not, it's
I
not
tried-
one of those things where, like,
I know.
men get
I
gifts.
tried to make a joke out of it, but it didn't work. America.
We need a holiday where men just receive gifts, and at the end maybe we'll put out.
Can I get a back rub?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll put out, maybe.
So, you know, like we get Christmas, but I mean Christmas
That's
is
for
kind of for
everybody.
everybody. Yeah,
That's like the kids' holiday.
yeah, that's
More
like
focused on that
supposedly
anyway.
Valentine's Day is supposed to be both ways, but
It's
shit.
It's
majority
not.
women.
I've received like one Valentine's Day gift, like genuine Valentine's Day gift, compared to like the fucking 15.
I've never had a female take me out to dinner. I've always been the one to take them out to dinner, right?
Fair enough.
It's a woman's holiday.
Show me off. Damn it! Show me off.
I am a trophy. I deserve to be up on the mantle.
I got that one more.
I'm the Lombardi. I'm the O'Brien. I'm the Stanley. Like whatever the fuck you want to put me, I'm one of them.
Todd, you're about the size of the Lombardi.
You ain't lying. You ain't not lying.
Give him some credit. At least the Stanley Cup.
I was gonna say the Stanley Cup you could sit in. You could like take a bath in it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Take
Valentine's
what I
Day's
can get.
fucked up though, if you ask me.
To be fair,
Spend
Tot's
like
not the
40.
ultimate reward.
Yeah, dude. And then anything romantic related, the prices shoot. You ever bought roses like 2 days after Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Like
It's like
quarter-
$12 for a dozen.
$12 for like one rose.
No, I'm saying like after Valentine's Day,
Oh,
they're like
yeah,
$12 a dozen.
You
get a
spend like
dozen,
$60 bucks for a
before-
dozen of roses.
Yeah, dude,
No.
it's like fucking $25 for a dozen roses. You're like,
Nah.
Say like the best day after Valentine's Day. That's all the chocolate.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's kind of the
That's
same
a
thing as
Walgreens
if you look
good
at like
walk.
Halloween, the candies are fucking expensive, and then you get after Halloween, and they're all like $1 a bag,
Yeah.
these big old variety bags, and you're like, hell yeah.
But you know what would be smart though? Instead of like waiting for Valentine's Day to have to buy all those roses and drop all that money, just buy one rose like occasionally throughout the year. Save
One every
your-
year for a dozen. One every
You
month.
give it to her, and there's one like a live flower, and the rest are all dead.
Just add water.
No,
I'm
you know
ju-
what
I'm-
you do? I learned this a little while back from my ex-girlfriend's friend, but there's a way you can like preserve flowers with like hairspray and shit, and like make them like permanent. Like it's fucking weird, but yeah, I was like, that's kind of cool. It makes them look kind of weird, but they're like, yeah, they live forever. It's, holy shit.
Dude, that's probably like so cheap to do too. You could you
Right.
could
These
buy
ones
it.
are from last
You
year.
could buy it in January when it's regular priced. Preserve it like that,
for April.
and then just be like, "Happy Valentine's Day." And she's like, "Oh my god!" And you're like, "It's gonna last forever." And now you sound like you're super romantic, but in reality, you just saved yourself like $30-40.
Just get you some wooden roses.
I've carved these myself.
These are hand carved.
By
My
somebody.
hands look like this, so yours can look like that.
You're so stupid.
No, put your hands to work.
Now it's your turn. Now you
Let's
gotta
see
hold
what
up
them
your.
hands could do.
You gotta hold up your end of the
It's like
bargain.
even most of the hoes have Valentine's Day plans. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, us single guys just can't catch a fucking like we can't get a bone on Valentine's Day. Man. Us dogs can't get a bone on Valentine's Day, man. Somebody needs to throw us one.
Ladies.
Ladies.
Okay, I'm done letting Twiggy talk because he's making us sound really desperate.
Shit.
Shut up.
That's coming from the one here that's not single. So
You sound really. Does he not? Does he not?
Can I get a
Kind
bone?
of.
We're so single on Valentine's Day. Come
hey
on.
man, if the
someone
shoe
just throw
fits,
us a
I'll wear the
bone?
fuck out of it. I don't give a fuck.
Lace it up.
Fair enough.
Lace that shit up, strap it up, whatever the fuck you want.
As long as you own it, that's all that matters.
As long as you don't pass out while it happens.
No promises there.
Oh,
Can you
shit.
imagine just in the middle of that and all of a sudden?
Bend over to tie your shoes.
Jeez.
Yes, Angela, because we were talking about tying our shoes.
Talking about lacing something out. So.
No, you're stupid.
Someone's
What?
a little
Ah!
It's like he doesn't listen
we
to our.
have a
slow.
tot
Listen
moment.
to
Don't
us.
understand.
It's like he just doesn't listen to anything we say.
I think we can go back on all like our old podcasts and pull out certain like excerpts of
You said
Tot
pull
just not
out.
understanding the joke,
For real.
and like create like a
99%
whole
of the
podcast
On just his
like
bad.
Tot
Yeah.
being like, huh?
We should make a video like that, like legit.
Yeah, I'm totally thinking about that now. It's a good plan.
That'd be great.
Think whatever frame I could get bougie.
Hey, again, man, if the shoe fits, just wear the fuck out of it.
I'm gonna lace that bitch up bougie.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut. Shut up.
Okay, bougie.
Stop it! You're scaring him, Patrick. What's wrong with you?
This guy's a dumb fuck, man.
He really is, man. I don't know how he survived this long, to be honest.
Oh, you killed me,
I'm
man.
smart in some way, dude.
How?
At that
In
big of
what
a
way?
head, you would think there's a fucking brain in there.
Please, explain to me.
Right? It's like a peanut-sized brain.
Explain to me one time that you were genuinely smart. One time. That's all I ask for.
There's so much moments I can't think of one now.
The time I put the right
It took
shoe
you-
on
catch,
the
but
right
that doesn't
foot.
work.
which
It
is
took you
smart.
all that time to come with that.
'Cause I was thinking, and I'm
That
like,
was
"Man,
your
you know what?
comeback?
There's too many moments, man, where I've been smart.
You don't even wear your hat smart.
You don't even know what you're saying. You don't even wear your hat
I said it though, right?
after you stuttered.
Ooh.
Oh my god,
Dude, that's like the worst.
Instigating?
That's like the worst part, dude. Like if you're like roasting someone, man,
And then you stutter.
and you stutter, that's it. You lost.
You
could.
lost. It don't matter how bad you're
I mean,
getting.
it's
if you
always gonna
lost.
flip on Angelo though.
Yeah, you're right.
Angelo doesn't have a
Angela's the
chance.
natural
Angelo
stutter.
can't roast because he gets mad.
he gets so
Yeah.
he gets so offended, and then he says things he thinks is going to offend you, and then you're just like,
Good one.
So we're thinking of starting a new segment on our Instagram page. It's going to be called Tease Tot Tuesdays. And we're going to post nothing but videos of us fucking with Tot on Tuesdays.
but I'm
He
not.
didn't seem so happy about that.
but I'm not here on Tuesdays.
I'm not saying like
I
we're
know.
teasing him on Tuesdays. We can use old videos of you teasing him and just put them on Tuesdays. Do you know how social media works?
What is social media?
Can you teach me the internet?
Cornbread motherfucker over here.
I love all those memes about like the old people when they're trying to FaceTime. And it's like how your grandparents look when they're trying to FaceTime you. And it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah. And it's got like the
Wow.
noses, like it just looking
Yeah.
straight up their nose.
I like the ones where it's like my grandpa or whatever still trying to figure out how to use Google. And they're like texting him. They're like lasagna recipes.
Yeah.
Those are funny, man. I'm like, damn, I could totally see my grandma doing some shit like that.
Dude. So sorry, I just had a question. Is it like smart to like cook your own food for Valentine's Day?
It's cheaper.
That's what I'm
Makes you
thinking.
look better.
That's what I'm
It
see.
does,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
but then
thinking.
if you cook it like shit,
Bro, all I'm
It's the
saying,
heart that counts.
all I'm saying is, if you can't cook, you just run to Walmart. You buy one of those big family-sized lasagnas. You throw that in the oven real quick, and then you move it to
And
a
then you
pan.
played it.
You move
All
it.
I'm saying is spaghetti is like one of the easiest dishes to make. That's always considered romantic.
tacos.
You're all.
Tacos.
Uh,
Like, dude, like literally, like if you've ever made ramen noodles, you can make fucking spaghetti. It's not that hard.
Just saying, dude, tacos. Buy a fucking shell, fried meat, put cheese on it, whatever else you want. Lettuce,
Dude, just
tomatoes.
cook some
No.
hamburger, throw some noodles to boil, bam, you got spaghetti.
yeah, but there's
Buy a
people that
fucking
can burn
sauce.
water. There's people that can burn water.
If you're one of those people that burns water, just take your chick out to dinner.
Yeah. It's
There you
$40
go. There you go. I just got your Valentine's Day done for you.
I'm saying, just go to the store and buy one of those.
Are you planning
pre-made
on,
ones?
Fine,
making
I'll cook
dinner?
it for you.
No,
For your girl.
hell no, dude. Fuck that.
I'm saying, dude.
Tim,
it's
what's
super
something
easy.
that you can cook that you're like that you think like
I make a pretty good clam chowder. It's a white person food, but clam
man,
chowder is
then-
pretty good.
then
I
use
can
that,
make some
man.
ham sandwiches.
use that, Tim? You think it tastes so good? You're that confident in it, man.
I'm not gonna cook.
All I'm saying, dude, is I think you get more points if chicks think you're like putting more of an effort in. Like taking out to dinner is always nice, but I mean, if you
If
put
you
in an
can
effort
cook the dinner
and you
and
can cook it, and then just like sit down with a little candle in the middle of the table, you're like, oh my god.
That's all it is too. Is that if you look like you put in effort, man.
bonus
Exactly.
points.
And like that is pretty minimal effort too, considering what you can do.
I go to McDonald's.
Unwrap.
You can finally eat off the dollar menu.
I like
You can
that
eat off the
picture
dollar
where
menu.
it's got the phone with the candle
Yeah,
on it. It's not
dude.
even a real
Oh, yeah.
candle.
So
It's just a
romantic.
phone.
It's like my kind of date.
You just go to Chick-fil-A and get the heart platters with chicken
With the
nuggets.
nuggets.
See that Papa John's is having the
The pizza.
The pizza shaped in
The
the
heart
heart.
shaped pizza, yeah.
I
Pizza
always
Hut
have
has
every-
it too.
See, I feel like that shit's cheesy as fuck, dude. Like,
That
if
is.
I was a girl,
Ah.
I hate you guys. I hate
I
you
literally
guys.
waited for somebody to bring that up just so I could go, ha.
My point being is,
I hate you guys.
my point being is like, if you're not gonna take me out to dinner, fine. If you're gonna cook, fine. But something as just fucking like cliche as a heart-shaped pizza to me would just be like, really?
And I wouldn't even want a heart-shaped pizza because it takes away from the pizza.
Yeah,
give
just
me a
me
full
regular
pizza. Like, I want more.
Spend
food.
the extra $5.
Why are you gonna spend?
Give me that extra large, like meat
Exactly.
lovers pizza, man.
And I'm sure you're paying more for a heart-shaped pizza.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
dude.
And it has
pepperoni.
less.
Pepperoni. Real what?
Just for it to
Yeah.
be cut different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Just shape.
Like,
You pay
no,
for the
just give
shape.
me the full
Like, if anything,
jumbo
just buy a
size
whole
pizza.
damn pizza
And just
cut
carve it
a
out
heart,
yourself.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then just eat like the surroundings.
Yeah.
Bro, just so here's my new romantic idea because of the pizza.
Oh,
Your girl's coming home, right? Little trail of rose petals goes back to the room. Nothing on, no lights, just candles lighting the way. Rose petals following it, right?
Okay.
You got a red ambiance light in the bedroom.
Ambiance.
She walks in.
And boom, sex swing.
No, shut the fuck up. She walks in. You're there naked
The pizza box.
with a hole through the pizza, and your dick sticking through the pizza.
Did
That is
someone
so
order
romantic.
a meat lovers?
That's so romantic.
That is the
Who?
most romantic
And
thing
then
I've
when
ever
she
heard.
walks in and she looks at you, you're like, "Did anybody order sausage?"
I don't think mine would go through the hole. It would just like barely get past the first cardboard.
And then just put a breadstick horizontally in your mouth.
A little bit of ranch on your nipples. A little bit of nipple ranch. Couple of fucking wings over here, and you're just like dipping them on the ranch in your nipples and eating them like. Romance.
Romance 101.
I don't know. That'd probably get me. I'm just saying.
I mean, if a girl actually did that, dude.
Bro, she got one slice of
Oh,
pizza
it's
down
good.
there, just the slice
She has it
down
like
there.
on her stomach, like a arrow.
Yeah.
Todd, are you good there, man?
A little bit of
telling you, dude.
mozzarella sauce kind of smeared on you. Just
Mozzarella sauce.
mozzarella. Yeah.
Cheese?
No, fucking
Sauce.
Oh, the sauce, pizza sauce.
marinara.
I was
Sorry.
like, what the hell do you mean
Yeah, not
mozzarella sauce?
marinara
Okay, I
sauce,
see what you're
sorry.
saying.
Yeah.
I heard marinara the whole time.
Oh.
I heard it too until
And then
Once
Until
he
I
called
play.
me on it, I was like, yeah, I'm wrong. And then Chef over here corrected me. Chef's just gonna be like, what are you? An idiot sandwich? With the breadsticks.
Yeah.
An idiot sandwich. Todd's
Jesus.
still losing it over here.
Looks like he's
Come
sucking
back
a
to us,
dick.
buddy. Come back.
Because
Dude, what the fuck?
What is wrong with you, bud?
Breathe, motherfucker, breathe.
Dude, he's as red as a pizza right now. as a marinated pizza. He's gone. He's out. He's lost it.
Because
He's completely
because
lost it.
because he was just sit there with like a breadstick horizontal in your mouth, and they just like, yeah, there's some
He was almost
He
there.
almost had
He
it.
almost
Now
made
he's
it.
gonna start over.
He
almost
almost
made it.
finished the sentence. Come on.
almost done.
Let's try again. Let's try again. One,
One
two,
more
three,
time.
go.
action.
Can't finish.
Our new
man.
Brodown segment. Angelo trying to finish a sentence.
Okay, one more time. Let's go, buddy.
No, you were saying something about he said something about wings and
He's gonna cry. He's gonna cry. He's hurting.
Is it because no one's gonna buy you pizza for Valentine's?
nobody
Day?
got me.
That's so bad. No, you were saying something about ranch on your nipples.
I'm.
He's gonna cry.
Dude,
He's
dude.
making his crying face. Look at
We straight got 3 minutes of audio with nothing but laughter.
That's his cry right
Oh,
there,
guys, we're
guys.
so sorry. I'm
That's
so
his
sorry.
cry.
We're
He's
supposed
lost it, man.
we're supposed to be giving you
He
content, and we're just
lost it.
laughing at him.
Oh,
You're
God.
stupid. You say breadstick with your mouth like all sideways, dude. It's just angled.
Like
that.
a
And
rose.
Someone's like, yeah, just ranch on your nipples with some wings. It's like, damn, dude.
Like you know in the movies when like the guy has a rose
Oh,
across
yeah.
his mouth and like he's dancing like some Hispanic music and it's all
With the wings.
yeah.
The wings. You got a couple
Tacos
of
over here.
Oh my God.
Oh snap! You almost just knocked over this
Todd
entire
is officially
water jug.
done for this podcast.
I think we might need to tap him out, man. We might need to lay him down for a second.
He's already out, man. Guys, fucking-
He's crying. He's crying.
oh my God. You fucking said not get in this boat together.
maracas.
I got that too.
God damn it, man! Shut up already.
Oh, God, all right, good.
All right, we good? Can we like try and attempt to get our show back on the road? There you go, buddy. The fuck was that?
Media break. Just
All right, yeah, we're having technical difficulties.
Short intermission.
That motherfucker had me dying, dude. Jesus Christ.
I thought we were gonna have to bury him. I thought he was done.
I think the backyard's big enough.
He dies from choking on us, and then he dies from laughter on us.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
He's like bouncing.
He
He
almost
looks like one of those
fell
little
through our
dogs that
window
bounces when
too.
it barks.
Yeah.
He's doing that. He's like doing that silent laugh where you like when you're in,
You're trying to
in
hold it in
class.
as
When
much
you're
as
in
you
class
can.
and you got in trouble and they
Dude.
separated you
Next
and your
person
friend.
laughs, goes to the office.
Yeah.
Kind of laugh.
You're like,
Dude, that's the worst. Actually, I have a story about that. So one time, it was back in middle school. One of my friends, he went to sit down like on a desk. You know, like how you would do, and like at the end of class, you would sit like on the desk rather than
Yeah.
in the desk.
you ready to go?
Well, he like sat on the desk, and the desk just snapped in half, and he fell in between it, just laying there all.
The metal rails.
Yeah,
Nice.
and so we both actually had that class next again because that was like the advisory class or whatever. And so we go back into the class, and I'm still laughing my ass off about this because I see the chair just sitting there because they didn't do anything with it. Like they just put it to
just
the
left
back.
it, yeah.
And so I see the chair, and I just start laughing. And my teacher comes up, and he asks me a question, and I'm like, Africa. And he's like, what country or something like that. And I was like, Africa. And it had nothing to do with anything. We were talking about like ancient Greek. I just brought Africa, dude. Oh my god, everyone just started dying even more. Oh, it was just, dude, I couldn't stop laughing just
What's
because
worse?
of that. So I wasn't.
You know
paying
what's better
attention
than
to
24?
Yeah,
25.
exactly. Like I just couldn't like pay attention to anything because I was still laughing way
Dude.
too hard at it.
Got a story for you too, like sophomore
You
year of high
can't even
school.
breathe, motherfucker.
I was a sophomore year of high school.
I got
kid.
a story
You
for
know
He's
what?
inhaling somebody.
Isaiah knows him. You remember Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Bro. We were in class, bro, and he got in trouble for talking, dude. And she's all, next person that laughs or says anything, he's all, but I wasn't talking. And she got mad, and she's all, Jordan, office now, dude. And she's all, next person to laugh is going to detention, bro. I was sitting there, and I was taking the deepest breaths that I can take, bro. And I just fucking let it out. I was like, ah! And she's like, she looked up, bro, and I just fucking, dude, you could see the tears on my desk, and I was wiping them, dude. Because, like, all I can hear him is like, but I wasn't talking. And I just fucking, dude, oh my god, bro. I've never laughed so hard in my life, bro, that my face started, like, I don't know, it felt like it was puffing up, dude, because I was just laughing so hard,
Yeah.
dude.
It's because you were holding it in. You're sitting there with your
Dude,
cheeks all.
well, I was just doing this. I was like, like trying to like not laugh.
You're
dude.
doing that like dry heave, like
Yeah,
trying not
dude.
to laugh.
Yeah.
I had one similar to yours. In my AP bio class, right? So we're supposed to be like
Okay,
this.
we get it, smart
Oh,
one.
we get it.
We get it. Your mom had an honor roll sticker on her bumper.
What the fuck was that?
What was that laugh? What in the hell? That's what this podcast
Oh
is
my
going to be, is just
God.
That's
50
all this
minutes of
podcast.
50
taut
minutes of
laughing.
pure laugh.
Anyway, Tim, go with your story, man.
Anyway, so we're in AP bio, and I can't
It's
do
so hard to talk.
I can't talk with him.
Sitting
Dude.
there.
He's just like
Shut the fuck up.
bouncing.
I'm
You
gonna slap
done?
the shit out you.
You done drama?
And
Stop
Todd
it.
has left the
Stop
building.
it, stop.
Anyway, go on. Finish your story. You were in AP Bio. You're a smart kid.
We're in AP bio, and me and my buddy, we sat towards the back of the class because we used to fuck around a lot. And he sat like across, like at an angle from me, and I sat in the back, and then he sat one row up to my left. I can't, dude. I can't tell this story with him.
He's fucking killing me.
He's on the ground.
He's killing me.
Can you guys hear him? Is he? Are we picking him up at all?
I wouldn't doubt it. Just leave it there.
Okay, we get it. We want you. Sorry, Tim, dude. I wasn't that smart to deserve a bumper sticker on my mom's car, dude. All right, go on with your story. Let's get through this fucking story.
All right. Anyway.
Viewers are starving for content.
I know. Anyway, so we're sitting there bullshitting in class, and we're not paying attention whatsoever. And the teacher, he asks something along the lines of, "And what's the function of this carotid artery and left leg of of the orangutans or something like that?"
Things you're scared of.
And he, no. And then he goes, he sees that me and him aren't paying attention. He sees that me and him aren't paying attention, and he goes, "Jared," because he's facing away from him. And Jared goes, "Yeah." And then I was like, and I whispered in his ear, I was like, "Space race." And he goes, "Space race." Fucking class, dude. Nothing at all to do with it. And the teacher was like, "The fuck did you just say?" He's like, "Oh."
Dude, when you're not paying attention, you just get that look like, anyone help me out.
Yeah.
Help me, please. So whatever they say, you're just going to roll with.
The space race.
You know, Tim, I just want to come and apologize. I wasn't making fun of you for being smart. It's just the first thing I thought of when you said that was Marcus's the bumper sticker, like the proud parent of an honor roll student. Dude, I was not that gifted, dude.
Yeah, that was a joke I made.
I'm sorry, dude, but kudos to you, man. I didn't take AP, dude.
Yeah, and we're all here in the same place, so look what
Yeah.
that did for me.
Speaking
And
of,
we're all here doing podcasts. I dropped out of college.
Myself as well.
we actually were talking about that, huh? Like saying things that like don't even make sense at restaurants. It's like, how's your food tasting? You too.
Yeah. You ever have like those awkward
You never
moments?
done that, Tim?
Like when a waiter or
Like,
waitress
enjoy
comes
your
up,
food, and you're
like,
like,
enjoy your
"Thanks, you
food.
too."
Yeah, you too. Fuck. I mean, have a good day.
I can never
Bye.
eat here again.
Pretty much.
You can never be my waitress ever
Like, that's such
again.
an awkward situation to find yourself in because you're like,
And you always catch yourself and like whisper the second part. You're like, "Thank you, you too."
Yeah.
There was one time, dude, we were at Cracker Barrel, right? And
Love crack, bro.
we were getting breakfast, and I was super excited because I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get some eggs and bacon, you know? And I was like, so you know how you order it one by one because you got to build your platter or whatever, some shit?
See.
Well, I get eggs. I was like, give me some eggs. And right away I was gonna go bacon. Like, give me eggs, bacon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I said eggs, and she goes, well, how do you like those cooked? And I was all, bacon. And I was like,
Speaking of Cracker Barrel, my story with Cracker Barrel. So you know how they have the country fried steak, the chicken fried chicken, all the fried stuff.
so good.
So I go and she comes up and she asks me, she's like, "What would you like?" And I wanted the chicken fried chicken.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, "Yeah, can I get the Kentucky fried chicken?" I was like, I mean,
I'm not hungry
I want some
anymore.
of that Colonel Sanders
just
shit.
give me another water, please.
It was gonna refill.
I'm not hungry no more.
And the check.
Yeah, check please. Hate that you said that at the same time.
Jinx. Do you remember when Jinx was a thing? Back
No.
when we were
Or we're
kids?
like,
I
Jinx,
hated
Jinx, triple Jinx, Jinx.
Jinx, Coke, you owe me Coke. You can't talk until I say your name 5 times.
Pinch poke, I'ma fuck you up.
And then you say 4 times, and you're just sitting there like, ha.
Suffer.
Whoever like you Jinx is just following you around like, say it.
I know.
Dude, so we used to have this game in Grants High School. I don't know if it was like a common thing or if it was just one that was made up there. I don't know. But it was called the blow dart game. And basically what happened is if you made eye contact with someone
Oh,
and
yeah,
you did the
yeah,
blow
yeah.
dart, you're all, that person had
Had to stay
had
still
to
until
freeze.
somebody took it out.
Tranquilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we called it. We called it train.
Okay, we called it blow dart. But
These are a little feminine.
I guess so.
That's been a fucked up game to play. Nobody would pull the door out.
Somebody had to touch the back of your neck.
Yeah, someone had
Is
to
what
like,
it
kind of,
was.
like-
Yeah, and that was to unfreeze you. And so one time, once again, we're in the same. We fucked around with this teacher a lot. I don't know why, but the same AP bio. Yes, AP. You heard it.
Again, we
Get
You
it.
had a bumper
You're
sticker.
good.
Anyway, so I got my buddy Austin, and Austin's a big old white guy, 300 pounds, like big old white guy at this time. He's sitting in the front of the class, and I got him walking in the door, so he had to sit there. And
Like in the middle of the door.
Just all.
no, so he was in the front of the class in his desk, right? And or no, so he looked back, and he made eye contact with me, and I hit him. Pop! I was like, he's like, "You motherfucker!" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." So he's just sitting there in the middle of the class, and the teacher asks him to get up and go present, and he's like, "I can't. I'm frozen." The teacher's like, "What? I can't. I'm frozen." He's like, "Get up here and present." "I can't, Mr. A. I'm frozen." He's like, "Touch my neck." He tells the teacher, and the teacher's like, "What? Touch my neck, Mr. A. I can't move." He's like, "Get up and present your project." "I can't move, Mr. A. Touch my neck. Somebody touch my neck." And nobody was touching his neck. Dude, we're in a full class. Everyone's like, "Oh, no." Like, "You're going down for this one, buddy." So for like 5 minutes, the teacher and him went back and forth. "Touch my neck. No. Come present. I can't. Touch my neck." And eventually the teacher goes, "You know, go to ISS." And he goes, "I can't." Touch my neck. And finally, the teacher comes. I don't know if he'll get in
That
trouble.
is some dedication to a game.
I don't know if he'll get in trouble for this. But he goes, "Touch my neck." And the teacher walks over. What? Dude smacks him right in the back of the head. And he's like, "Fuck." And he gets up and he walks out of the classroom. He's like, "What the fuck was that?" And I was like, "I froze him."
Your mic's going limp.
I need some Viagra over here.
The mic just slowly dropped. I was like,
Just thought of nuns.
did it still pick up my story?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
sure
got
picked it up.
But yeah, dude, it
It
was
was kind of funny. Just going.
Yeah, dude, it was the funniest shit ever, man. He was so dedicated to it, and he got 2 days of suspension for that shit. I was
that's
like,
great.
That is some dedication. To the game,
Yeah,
man.
I would have been like, okay. After like the third time, I'd have been like, all right,
Yeah,
I
I
just
would've
need
been
to get
like,
up,
all right,
guys.
I'm
I
gonna
need to
go
just
for
get
that.
up.
yeah, dude, he went in.
That's funny as fuck.
And the funny part about it was we were all willing to let him take that fall because
Yeah.
we were like, let's see how far he takes it,
Yeah.
and then
This
he
is
got,
on him now.
Oh yeah.
and then he got suspended, and so we laughed
Great.
Why would you get suspended, son? Because I didn't want to move.
because I was frozen.
Because I was frozen
What
to
was
my
it?
neck.
Like, did you guys ever get in trouble for stupid shit at school? Like,
All the
no,
time.
like suspended, like for like just the little thing.
I only ever got ISS. I never got like out of school.
Yeah, I got ISS.
I never did it. I never did anything serious enough. I
So-
got caught anyway.
So back in kindergarten, I actually got ISS. That's bad, right? Like, I was a good kid actually in kindergarten.
How do you get ISS in
yeah,
kindergarten?
yeah, no shit.
She pulled my black card. Okay, so I went up, and this girl was offering me hot Cheetos, right?
Yeah.
And you know, as a kid, you're just sitting there like, yeah,
Mowing 'em
yeah,
down, yeah.
especially right after nap time and shit. And so,
Good old nap time.
so I
Wish I had
grabbed
those
some
in high
hot
school.
Cheetos, and you know, she's like, just take as many as you want. I was like, cool. And so I go and I grab the bag. I just go grab it out of her backpack, and I just sit there and just as she's playing with her blocks and whatever. And so my kindergarten teacher comes up and she's like, "Where'd you get those hot Cheetos from?" I was like, I found them." And she was like, "Yeah, well, I won't say the girl's name, but this girl told me you stole them from her backpack." And I was like, "No." And
This bitch.
she's like, "Well, I'm gonna pull your red card." I was like, "No, I'm a red card. No,
I'm a good egg.
I took them. I took them here," and I threw them,
Oh,
and they just spilled everywhere. And she's like, "Okay, that's a black card." I was like, "No." that was probably the one. Like,
I think I semi remember
thing.
that.
yeah, with Miss Bland.
Miss Bland.
dude, that was like they could hold the stupidest shit over us when we were younger, and we'd fear it, God fearing of those stupid color cards. You got anything past yellow, and you were crying your
Freaking
damn
out,
eyes out,
right?
man.
Like, I just won't do it again. I
My
swear.
kindergarten class had frogs on lily pads, and the lily pads
I remember
were
that
different-
one,
were
yeah.
different colors, and so if you got in trouble, you had to jump your frog to,
Yeah.
to a bad color. Like,
Now that I think about it,
Such a child's game, but
you
I
felt
hated
it.
I hated that you had to go pull your own card.
Yeah.
That's what made you
had
feel
to
so
take, You had
bad.
to take that walk
That
of
shame.
shame and
Yeah.
in the front of everyone. Everyone's
Yeah.
looking at you like, goodbye.
Everyone's like, this bad kid.
I remember, it was kindergarten, and I had this like big crush on this chick in kindergarten, right? And like my parents knew her parents, and so we'd hang out and have like little play dates and shit. Well,
Her sister.
well, instead of like if you did good, instead of like going and pulling your frog on the lily pad to the bad color, you go to like a good color, and so you'd go up. And when you got to like the max tier or whatever, you'd get to pick out of the treasure chest, and the treasure chest was just like little.
I
candies or
remember
little,
the treasure
little
chest.
toys.
I
Or
remember
some
that
shit,
too.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I got into it one time, and I was like, "Yeah, I made the treasure chest! Like, I'm awesome!" And I was like this super good kid, like teacher's pet type, right?
Yeah.
And
Bitch.
and so I pull out of the treasure chest, dude, and she's got one of those. She's got one of those fucking like sticky hands.
Yeah.
That, like you can flail and like stick at the wall and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I grabbed it, and she's like, "All right, just no playing with it in class, whatever." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I won't do it." I'm like, dude, right as I picked it out of the treasure chest, dude, the wrapper was off, and like, I remember like going to mess with one of my friends, and I like kind of flung it, like just I turned from the treasure chest and like flung it at him because he was sitting behind me, and I slapped my crush right in the face, dude. Like straight, I just whack, dude, hit her right in like the cheek, and I was like. And she starts crying, dude, and I'm like, don't tell the teacher. Don't tell the teacher. Don't tell the teacher. I just got out of the treasure chest. Don't tell the teacher. And the teacher walks in like, what just happened? And she looks at me, dude, and she's like, give me it. And I was like, no. I was like, this is my
If you
first
could grab it, stick it to the roof.
This is my first
Here,
time
catch
in
it.
this
Here, take it.
And she's like, Isaiah, give me it. Here. And I acted like that shit was like a diamond ring or something, dude. I was, don't take it. Like she practically had to like pry my hand open to get it. And then on top of it, my crush was all mad at me for the next like day. Kindergarten rules. You shared your Cheetos. Until I like gave her a push on the swing.
I stole the Cheetos.
Yeah, I remember in second grade. You guys remember when I that ceiling fan fucked me up?
Yeah.
Cut my head open all deep.
Yeah.
Well, and I came back and I had the stitches in my head, right? I was sitting in class and she was teaching in the front of the class. And I'm sitting here talking to my friend, blah, blah, blah. She's up there teaching and she's like, Tim, I'm teaching. Be quiet. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. A couple minutes later, blah, 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 blah. I'm all talking to my friend. And then she goes, Tim, I already warned you once. Go pull a card. All right, whatever. I've been on yellow before. It was like, all right. I went and pulled the yellow, right? Came back and sat down.
No.
Not even 2 minutes later, I'm talking to my friend, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, Timothy. I sat up real quick. I was like, no.
No.
Like, I knew it was coming, and she knew that I knew I was coming. Yeah. And she's like staring me down, and she's like, go. I'm like, no. Pull. Don't do it. Please, I'm begging you. Red card. No, dude, I'm crying. I'm crying, man. I'm crying. I walk up there. I pull my red card. I'm walking back. Crying my eyes out, dude. And she's like, why are you crying? I'm like, my stitches hurt. And then, to top it all off, she calls me on my bullshit. She's like, you're not crying because your stitches hurt. You're crying because you pulled a red card. And I was like, no.
Broke you even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so not true, but it's kind of true.
The rest of that day, I was just so upset with her. I didn't talk to her the rest of the day. She'd like try and talk to me. I'd be like, walk away.
Like, nah, I got the red card.
Like, red means stop.
Don't talk to me.
Bitch, don't talk to me.
I was like a little bully in kindergarten and stuff too, though. Like I remember, they had the blocks and everything. And people would sit there and try to build stuff. I would just walk through it. I would just go straight to just like.
Dude, you know how they say, they say, okay, you have a crush. This was first grade. But anyways, you know, you say, okay, you flirt with your crush, do something, right? Well, it's like, all right, so my crush I had in first grade, I was like, you know, I'm going to mess with her. You know how, you know, like you push them, whatever. And you're just like, okay. And they're like, yeah, stop it. You know, and then they push you back, whatever. Well, I walked behind her, dude. And I hit my foot. I hit her foot where it hits her ankle.
Yeah.
And she busted her knee, dude. And I got in trouble for that. I was trying to flirt with her, dude.
Oh,
and I
what a good way.
I tripped her, dude. She fell. Like
I see you doing that now.
she was like uncoordinated, dude. But
No wonder he's been trying to do that the whole time, trying to flirt.
yeah,
I
dude.
get it,
I'm
man.
over here trying to flirt, dude. She ended up
Yeah, like,
busting
I
her
guarantee
kneecap,
you
going
do
to the
that now.
nurse.
Yeah. Hey, I like you.
Someone
Trip.
That's the reason women
Yeah,
like.
you're pretty.
That's the reason
No.
women stay with guys that beat them is because when they were young, all their parents said, "If he's being mean to you, it's because he likes you."
Oh shit!
And now they all get their asses
God damn,
whipped, and they're
Tim.
like,
He
loves me. He doesn't mean it."
He's doing it out of love. He would have done it when we were younger. Damn, Tim, that was a good one.
I'm just saying.
No, like literally, that was a good one.
Hashtag truth. Hashtag single for Valentine's Day.
Big facts from big country.
Hashtag desperate.
Who?
Hashtag love me.
Isaiah.
Biggie's lonely.
He's just throwing it back out there that he's single.
Yeah, he just wanted to make sure everyone knew
Twiggy's
again.
lonely. Just kidding. He started chanting.
If you look in the description, you'll find his Instagram. If you want to slide in his DMs. So it's just
Please, I'll pay you.
I'll pay you.
Like all those little Valentine's services
Y'all got a
things.
PayPal?
You seen those? It's like $20. I'll be your. I'll like your picture.
$40. I'll go with you.
To dinner or something like
I
that.
saw one time it was like, if you need somebody to take to a loved one's funeral,
Yeah.
for $20 I'll show up and act sad. For $40 I'll cry. For $100 I'll throw myself in the hole too. I was like, oh my god, I'll throw myself in the casket.
Jeez.
I'll jump on.
I think I would call someone on that, to be honest, if I ever saw that.
You're like, okay.
Just be like, here, $100, do it.
I'd go to some random person's funeral too with it. Be like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't do it with, like, my family. Beat the shit out of you. Do that.
In general, dude. Would you guys see someone do that, you beat the shit out of them, wouldn't you?
Did I not just say that?
If they jumped on your grave, probably not.
We would probably join them.
We'd be all dog pile on this dead body.
He's so hurt now.
Hey, quick, take this picture of my nuts on his forehead.
Old saggy ass fucking ball sack.
Fucking Tim.
I imagine we'd all be old at that point, dude. Just fucking like hanging
Spider
down,
webs down there.
just hanging down like
I'm
12
I'm
inches.
gonna put my nuts right here on his liver spot.
It's fucking forehead wrinkles.
It's a big forehead, too. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
a lot
awesome.
of wrinkles.
It probably
Only got
grab
freaking
him.
waves.
Oh my god, we were stupid motherfuckers. Jesus
That's
Christ.
fucked up, dude. Could you imagine?
That'd be horrible.
Genuinely teabagging a dead body, dude. Oh my god.
No, I couldn't imagine.
Every Halo player
Oh, yeah.
ever.
Oh, shoot.
Just start
Everybody
up and
did it.
down. Everyone did it. And it was the biggest insult, too,
Yeah.
It
dude.
was. It's
You're
like,
like,
oh, you
oh,
Even in
fucking
Call of
cunt.
Duty, too, like, to this day, and someone would be like, alright,
Well,
Like,
it's
I'm
like in
coming after you,
Fortnite when
bitch.
someone dances after.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the
yeah.
same way.
Yeah, but
We
there's
can't get back at them.
there's certain ones
yeah,
that make you
exactly.
feel
You can't get back at them.
there's certain ones that make you feel worse about it though.
Oh, yeah.
It's like those dudes that knew you were on a killing streak and then they just dance like they like squat on you on purpose, like Call of Duty. It's like, you're a fucking bitch.
Yeah, that was the good part about Call of Duty, though, is you'd respawn and you get
Yeah,
a
you-
chance to kill him again.
Yeah.
You would purposely look for that one character to go kill.
Oh,
him.
dude, the worst part though was when you kept going after that one guy and he
He
kept,
kept killing
killing
you and killing you.
So
You were giving him a kill
Yeah.
streak.
yeah, you were his
you were
streak.
his kill streak. Yeah. Exactly.
And then you'd get that one and you're like, yes, yes.
He just
Eat my nuts.
You start teabagging, you get sniped.
Modern
That was
Warfare
me,
2
dude.
lobbies were the worst.
Dude, Modern Warfare
MW2
2.
lobbies were the peak of humanity. Like,
Humanity or
Yeah.
like just evil, man. They were mean.
You
humanity.
got in there, you gotta have no heart.
Yeah, dude, I said you were perfect for that.
No.
Talking to me, you little shit.
All right, guys. Well, I think we'll call that a show.
Is that it?
Yeah, man. We got some good some good minutes in
Some
there.
good,
So
30 minutes of laughter in there. which is
yeah,
good.
probably about 10 of it's taught laughing. So
Yeah, we're sorry.
y'all laugh along with us.
Have you guys ever noticed that like after every show, Tim's like, "Is that it? Really? Is it time already?"
Dude, I just
Really?
never feel like it's been that long. I'm sorry.
It'll be like a 3-hour podcast. Really?
Is that it?
That's it?
Really?
What?
Something about a
I don't know.
candle.
I heard something about it.
Anyway, guys, same old spiel. Make sure you guys click like, subscribe on this channel. Go
Turn on
follow
post
us on Instagram.
notifications.
What's that?
Turn on post notifications.
Turn on those post notifications because Instagram's fucked up with their algorithms. This is Twiggy signing out.
Tater tot.
Big country.
The chef.
And Madman, join us next week.
Happy Valentine's Day.